Bow weep, grana weep, nitty bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be checking a look at something that I've been waiting for an age. I've had my pre-order down on this bad boy for a long time, and this is Ocular Max's take on First Aid, and ain't it a beaut? So, as we always do on this channel, let's check a look at the box. So the box has the amazing artwork here of First Aid, aka Doctor, in a hand-drawn, maybe not hand-drawn, maybe computer-drawn, probably computer-drawn animation, looking really cool. This art of transformation, and then we have all built in. Cool. Then we have Ocular Max, and it's PS-21 Medicus Doctor. So this dude is First Aid. This is the first release from their Protector bots. We have the amazing artwork here again on the side. On the top, we actually get some product shots. Slightly different to what we actually got, but we'll go into that later on. This is from their Perfection series. We'll see if it's perfect. I'll be the judge of that. And then on the back we get some shots here of how it will transform into the arm. We'll check a look at that today, and then also how it turns into the emergency vehicle, and then also a cool little bot. On the back takes us right back to G1 because we have a cool little tech spec and also this character bio as well. Very, very cool. Yes, we get the red thing. We'll check a look at that in a second. On the bottom, we get don't eat your children because they have small parts. On the side, we get to see how potentially this dude is maybe the smallest because they go. So maybe this dude is the smallest out of all of them. As well as the box, we get the obligatory third-party card. Ocular Max always give us a card. Not the laminate plastic versions that we get. So this is definitely a card, and again we get some tech spec, and then we also get his character bio on there. Very, very cool. We always get one of these with every single one, then I just put them in the box and never look at them again. We also get the red viewfinder for his tech spec. Awesome. There's the tech. Takes you right back to classic G1 days. Also, of course, Earthrise did that very recently as well. And then we also get the... we also get this. The destructions on this are okay. The back, there's a lot of junk going into that trunk, and we'll go through that in the transformation. So you got to get everything really spot on. First we check the box, then we check the bot inside. Okay, time to check a look at this beautiful Thambulance. This is an awesome emergency vehicle. I believe, I always get this wrong, I believe this is a Toyota. Very, very nice. Lights on the top, looking pretty cool, and I am very happy to say, yes, this is painted on, well, it's a different colour plastic. This is a transfer. This bad boy came with no stickers at all. If you follow me on the news channel, I do news every single Tuesday and Saturday on this channel for Transformers and a couple of other things. You should definitely check me out there. I have been very concerned that these were going to be sticker in detail, and I'm very happy to present back to you that none of this is sticker in detail. This is what it looks like out of said box, and it's gorgeous. Really, really nice. Transformation, again, we'll go through it. A lot of stuff going on the back here, so you have to make sure that everything is really accurate. One thing that this has that a lot of the other bots don't is that the hands are contained within it. So the hands for the Protector bots, when they're all combined together, are actually part of the vehicle. They're not something you just clip on afterwards, which is great, but it's a lot to pack in to his junk in the trunk. This comes with some rubberized wheels. Third party is killing it with rubberized wheels. Gotta have rubberized wheels. All hubcaps are silver and all match. Nice blue here on the front. So these are translucent plastic. This is that plastic in detail. Very nice red on the top. These little symbols here, pretty cool. You can see it's quite a clean transformation as well. Dude rolls fairly well. There's a little bit of over friction, I think, here just on the side maybe. These wheels move, so you have to make sure they are really in the right area, and you can just feel that there is a little bit of too much friction. The wheels do all move, don't get me wrong. It might also be the material that my booth is made out of, but you can just feel there's maybe a little bit too much friction. But overall, I am not going to be too harsh on it whatsoever. The whole thing holds together very, very nicely. I do like to point out on this channel when we don't exactly get what was promised, and this was no exception, but I'll let it pass. So what we got was this blue, and this is more of a G1 blue, right? This is the blue we're all used to. However, I guess they matched this and this. There's a little bit too much difference here between this and this, so I guess they've gone paler here to try and match this better. I'm okay with it, but I actually would have preferred them to try and match this blue to this blue, because this is my G1 blue. This is the blue I want to see on all my order. Accessories. Yep, this dude comes with some accessories, and he comes with a little laser pistol. Now that's nice little laser pistol, can fold up, and there's actually storage for the little laser pistol here. You kind of crack it open a little bit like an egg, like this, and then you should be able to just pull down the door here. There we go. And then the laser pistol will fit into the door. So you'll see that the shape is marked out quite nicely there, and you can just plonk it in, and then yeah, it doesn't tab in, unfortunately. No, it does a little bit, but trying to then get it back in, this was one of the challenges that I had with this figure, trying to make sure that all these lines are super smooth, because there's a little tab under here that is quite tricky to get to make sure it all tabs together. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it'll do it as well with that piece in. So yeah, maybe I have to undo this top bit here as well. Yeah, just to check a little look at that better. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to go all the way in like it should do. I think this is also one of the... I think the challenge I have is this tab here. This one here, I think trying to get it in correctly to where it should be can be a bit of a challenge. So let me just... There we go. So that's all in. So you see I took this off as well, and then sandwich this back down as well. Come on, there we go, and then that's it. So I would definitely recommend pulling this up just to allow that tab, because that tab there can be a little bit of a bugger to get in, and then put it back in, and everything is done. Time for the comparison, and I haven't got another first aid, so I am going to compare this dude to a shattered glass ratchet. And what I found quite interesting is there's not much difference in the size. So lengthwise, it's pretty much identical. This one is wider than this one. However, there is not much difference when it comes to the size in length of these two. Interesting. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is turn him into his arm mode. So we get round the back here, just crack it open a little bit like an egg, and then separate the legs a little bit. So we unfold the leg like this, because what we're going to do is we're going to get the hand out of this section, so you can see, like I said, there's a lot going on here with the folding upness of what goes in his junk in his trunk. Come on, you can do it, mate. There we go. So we unfold that as well. Then ring this around. So you've got something that looks a little bit like that. You can see I've actually got his thumb here as well. And then this section here can just tab out. And then on the other side, do the same. So we'll open up. This is pretty tough, this bit to open. There we go. And then open this section and this section, and then you can just rotate this and then rotate the whole thing, bring it down, bring it across, and then close it off. You should end up with something a little bit like this. Coming around the back, we're going to flip up this section just so that it aligns, and then we're also going to flip up this section so that that also aligns. We then lock the whole of this section together. Alright, with that locked, we then have a hand. So that's a nice hand. Then coming around the top, we can angle the arm slightly, and we can bring this section up. Then this section is a little hard to actually get hold of, in all honesty. I think you might need a tool. Let me find a tool. So I had to get a little tool and just get in there and really move something around to get it. So just be careful. It's very stiff, which is good, what you need for the joint. But yeah, pretty difficult to actually get hold of. Then once you've got that out, you can fold this section back down. So this will be what goes into the arm, and then you just come around the back and pop this section out. Then finally what we do is we just twist the whole thing round, and there we go. We have the hand and the arm, all with the really stiff joints, pretty much ready to go. It's a great looking arm. So now we can check a look at this fully transformed, awesome arm mode, and it does look very, very good. So classic. Perfect, near perfect representation of the G1 version here. We get the hand that will articulate round a little bit. Massive amount of articulation on the fingers. You can really spread them out. You can even get a live long and prosper out of them if you want that. The thumb also articulates nicely. 3 points on the fingers, plus that movableness there as well. The arm, you'll get a great 90-degree bend here, and a little bit of articulation here at the top, and you'll also get this really nice kind of rotation that you'll be able to do here, and then you'll also get some nice rotation here at the top as well. I think this is very, very good. Holds together well, seems very, very, very sturdy. This seems like a really great plug as well to go into the top. Hopefully there'll be something that really clamps down on it to keep it in there. But yeah, not had an Ocular Max combiner before. But yeah, this is real sturdy. Okay, so we find ourselves at another transformation point again. So the first thing we'll do is we will lift this section up, hide this stiff plug in there, close that section down as well. So we've got everything kind of ready. Parts of the transformation are already done, really. We'll now unattach the legs, because the legs are going to have to be sorted out for everything that we need to do. And the first thing we need to do is open this, and then open these kind of top bits here as well, and fold everything out. So we'll do that on this section here. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take his little handy, we're going to flip his little handy up, and then poke them fingers in that hole. Nice. Next up, we are going to flippity-rooney this section. So this section here will all kind of come out, and you want to bring it out like that and have it circle around so you can flipperoonie it. Okay, so you can see now it's been flipperoonied. You want to bring this section out. There's a little tootsie, you see? That's a little tootsie right there. And then you can bring it round, round, and then ooch. Flipperoonie that down. Flipperoonie this piece up as well. That will then close off part of that, and that will also tab into this section here. And then you want, so now with this bit tabbed in, we want to flipperoonie that bit down and then close and close. Now with everything like this, the next thing we're going to do is maneuver this section down. That section is new down, and then you'll have loads of little tabs for this section to go into. So there's 2 tabs right there for these 2 tabs to go into. So maneuver this in, and then oh, there we go. Nice. And you can really feel now how snug that is, and that's going to give you that lovely look for that leg right there. So again, onto the side, what we're going to do, flipperoonie on this side, so we've got this section here. Then this can go out for now on this side, and we can bring this all the way around and all the way in. Then these 2 fingers, hang on, we want to probably, I think this is what I had to do last time. I think I have to move, yeah, there we go, move the thumb in so it's round like that. Otherwise these 2 fingers won't go in the hole and things like that properly. So maneuver the fingers into the hole. Who misses? There we go. Reach in the hole like that, and then bring this section up as well. Now we're going to do the flipperoonie. We do the flipperoonie on this side, so pull it out. There we go. Section out. Flip, flip, flipperoonie, flipperoonie, flip. Flip, flip, flipperoonie, flipperoonie, flip. There we go. Flipperoonie, flip. Bring this section down, because that's going to form the little tootsie. Bring it across. Section it into the tab. And then we can bring everything down. And then again, like I said before, close this section, because that's going to put these 2 into that tab there. I think if we can bring it down enough. Ooh, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Right, so there we go. There we go. You just have to kind of get the angle right. It's kind of a angular motion to go in and then slide it in, so you can see everything is now done. There's his tootsie. There's his tootsie, and there's the little leggies. Things of beauty. Alright, so now that we've got the legs done, the next thing we're going to pay attention to is this top bit right here. So we'll start off by lifting this front section here, but we may need to just unpack a few more things at the same time. So start by doing that. Very well done. There we go. So this section here, this will just all unfurl quite nicely, just like that. That's then followed by that section there, and that section there. We'll also take the little gun out at this part as well, and we'll move that over to the side for later. Next up, this piece we'll just unturl, and we can swivel this around and just bring it to there for now. Coming around the back, we're going to fold up this little lighting system. So this light will go up, and then we'll lift and lift. This will then release the arms that are kind of pegged in at the sides here. pegged in very, very tightly. So just move this section off. That tab in that tab are connected very, very well. So you might have to use quite a bit of force, there we go, just to get it out. But don't worry, it will come, I promise. These two segments here, twist and twist. So you've got those turned around. Round the back, this section here, fold them down, up. And then we're going to kind of maneuver this in. But you might just need to hold these in and then slide them in just to get that clearance and not to scuff anything at the top, because that's quite a tight little clearance area. Next up, this piece and this piece, fold it in and fold it in. This is where the wing mirrors kind of go down. They're just on rubber. I hope they don't snap over time or just stay flat. I think we could have done with some folding mechanisms here. So next we're going to kind of close the back up here. So we'll bring this section in and bring this section in. Then fold this up, and then this kind of closes everything in on it. There we go. There's his back closed up. These then fold down. This folds down, and you can then bring this section down and this section down. Put it back up, because that's going to reveal or hide away those hands. And you've got the arms then on these joints, so that's looking pretty good. Next we'll take out his little hands. These again pretty stiff the first time you transform them. Spin it around, close it back down, and then the same on this one. First time transforming this, I did find that you have to put the hands in upside down. It's not as clear on the destructions, but that's how I found I could get these tabs to close. If it was any other way, the tabs just wouldn't close correctly for me. And then finally, we bring out the head. I always like a bot where the last thing you bring out is the head. It just adds more to that kind of G1 flavour. So there he is. First Aid, my first Ocular Max Protector bot. Yes, yes please. I am very, very happy with how this dude looks. So cool. He's not got any die cast on him, which I was surprised about, but maybe I'm just used to the kind of X-Transbots versions and those kind of things. I was surprised, but in a way I'm quite glad he doesn't have any die cast, because he looks so good. The plastic is nice as well. Nothing feels like it's going to break. I do have one challenge with this figure, and I will bring that to your attention. You may have just spotted it there. I will bring it to your attention as we go through the bot, but other than that, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Just got to do one more thing. Just got to yonk up those wheels. Someone will say, you forgot to put wheels down. Wheels are up. I remembered. Checking a look then at this dude's head sculpt. Fantastic. Absolutely fan-dabby-dozy head sculpt. Is it what we were promised? No. He has a slightly brighter eye than this dude. So I have to say, great head sculpt, but I am a little bit disappointed. I would have liked that to have been a more brighter, more vivid blue. But as we go down, these wheels, perfection. Little bit gappy, if I'm honest, around the side, that I didn't quite expect with Masterpiece, but you can hide it when you bring this section down, so that hides it quite well. The red on the front, the two tones of the red, very nice. Rubber wheels looking very, very cool as well. As we go down, that smooth look, not overly detailed, it gives it more of that cartoon aesthetic, exactly what this the studio series, should have been. More of this smoother look. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I really have real affection for this bot. I did think that I was just going to be like, yeah, he's nice, but the more I look at him, the happier and happier I am. Just these legs look phenomenal. I always thought that the legs might look a little bit too chunky, or maybe not have the posability that I'd want because of the way that the transformation goes. But yeah, just overall love it. Back not forgotten about, looking incredible. Great job. Articulation. Articulation will start at the head. He'll go up and down, a little bit loose on this tab, so when you are going up, you might want to take the whole thing with you, but you will get a lot of posability in his head. His arm will do a full 360, and then it'll also do a full 360 here at the wrist with a overextension on the arm as well, so much past a 90-degree bend. Very cool on the hands and the fingers as well, so we'll get, yeah, they all articulate separately, but there's only one point of articulation on the fingers, so he's only got a claw, essentially. You can't get those posability that you'd quite like, but all of the fingers will pose individually. You'll get a full 360 at the waist, no problem, and also a very nice, ratcheted ab crunch just there as well. Very cool, probably because he's also an arm, that just gives him that great ab crunch. I mean, you can hear it. That's the ab crunch. Very, very nice. Hip skirts at the side, lift them up, and you'll get a rather nice extension all to the side. And then we come to the challenge that I have. No matter how I transform this foot, this tab here just doesn't want to hold for me. I mean, I've got Fix It, so I can put it in place. It's no problem. But it's almost like with the thumb, maybe I need to do something slightly better with the way I've transformed the hand in here, so it may be down to my transformation, because the other one is fine, but just this tab is a little loose. And you can see that the extension to the back is not all great. To the front is pretty damn good. Can he ninja kick? 100% this dude's going to be able to ninja kick. Ooh. No, I was wrong. He's too heavy to ninja kick. And then extension on the knee. About 90-degree, which when you look at the way that the leg is shaped, that's pretty good. Foot as well will also get some rocker, some back, some forth, and also some toe articulation just to help with all of that posability. So overall, yeah, he's a looker and he can pose. Good guy. Model. Accessories! He's just got the one. The little laser pistol that we saw from before. Open up his hand. Tab it into the old hand there. Yeek. And yeah. There we go. He's got the smallest laser pistol in the world to go pew pew pew. Pew, pew, pew. So now it's time for the comparison, and yet again we'll compare him now to Shattered Glass take on Ratchet to see how he's blossomed and bloomed into something a little bit taller. So they go from being a similar height when they're in the alt modes to being in the bot mode. He's about a head and shoulders above the size of Ratchet. So, all in all, what are my thoughts on this first release from the Ocular Max Protector Bots? Would I recommend it? Hell yes. This is a very, very, very cool bot. Even if you don't intend on picking up the rest of this set, I would recommend this for anybody's collection if they want a great representation of this figure. One challenge, that tab on the foot, it's staying in right now. But for how long, I don't know. Any amount of... It seems to be there. It just seems to be one of those tabs that, yep, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. We shall see. We shall see. But overall, Ocular Max have done a fantastic job with this figure. And I am very, very excited for this release of the Protector Bots. And also, Ocular Max definitely on its way to being at least my second favourite Transformers third-party company after New Age. New Age has definitely made its way to being my first favourite third-party company, but Ocular Max, I don't think I've ever picked up anything by them that I don't like, and last year my figure of the year was Nox. Maybe this will be the best combiner set I've ever bought in my life. Fingers crossed. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!